Hi, guys. It is Sarah coming to you live. And I've had a lot of things on my mind lately. There have just been a lot of things going on. But kind of just wanted to talk about being a kind human. So I don't know about you guys, but with the change in the weather, and I feel like once it got warm, people kind of got crabby. So I don't know if that was, I don't know, maybe it was just where I was at and what I was doing today, but people kind of got crabby. So I thought it would be I just wanted to talk to you guys about being kind. It doesn't cost anything to share a smile with somebody, to share a few kind words, tell somebody some words of encouragement, especially if they may have been having a hard time. And the other thing that I wanted to talk about with this is when somebody is not kind to you, that does not it is not necessarily a reflection of you. So when people get crabby, when people whatever have other things going on, more often than not, you are reflecting back to them something that they maybe don't like about themselves. And maybe they are triggered, for lack of a buzzword. Let's just throw it out there and use the buzzword. Maybe there is something that you are doing that is highlighting in them something that they need to work on, an unloved part of themselves that they need to work on. So maybe that is why. And it doesn't matter if they are your kid and are 2 years old, the heat does stuff. And in Minnesota, we are having our very first warm days that we have had in 6, 8 months, 9 months. It has been a long time since we have had warm days. And I don't think people are they're really excited about the warm days. They want to get outside. And B, people seem to be a little bit more short-tempered. And just something that I kind of notice in the heat that it happens, even though everybody's excited, sometimes people are really, they're looking within themselves and only thinking about themselves and what they can do to get home or can do whatever. And sometimes they just don't think about other people's feelings. So just a tip for kind of how to get past it. Know that just because somebody may be saying something and it might come out snappy, that doesn't mean it's a reflection of you. Know that you are in control of your own energy. And I want to tell you something that I do every morning. So on my way to work, here's what I do. Of course, I do my envisioning of my future. I play on my mind movies. I do that while I'm getting ready. Like my whole morning before I get to work for like 2 hours is spent going in and out of mind movies and of envisioning my future and feeling the emotions of my future and calling that in. And then what I do before I get to work, I make sure to seal myself in beautiful blessing balls of light. I make sure to just I like to put a two-way mirror around me. Like I envision like a circle of mirrors around me. Some mirrors face me, and those mirrors keep my energy aligned to me. And it doesn't mean that I don't share my energy with people, but it just means that I am not allowing my energy to be sucked out and to be given away by people that are feeling that crabbiness. And then on the outside, I envision another set of mirrors that is facing away. So it's really like, here's one set of mirrors facing this way and another set of mirrors facing this way, kind of like that. And I envision it surrounding my whole body. And when it's surrounding my whole body, so the mirrors on the outside that are facing away from me, those mirrors are reflecting other people's energies back at them so that I can be selective when I'm around people that I am an energetic match for and really excited to be around. Then it's like a choice. You can allow the energy in, but if not, you already have that barrier up so it can separate you and not let it drag into your inner consciousness and your God center. So that's kind of what I have been doing to avoid some of this, because as the weather gets warmer, I know this week is going to be, it's just kind of warm outside. And so as buildings are managing the AC or non-AC, it does get pretty warm. So that is just a tool that I have been using. I thought you guys might like it, and I hope that it does work for you. I envision every morning. That's one of the things I envision every morning. If you guys like that tip, I can tell you some of the other things that I do, because I kind of have a little ritual that I do in the car. And as I'm getting ready, I do a lot of different things and energetic protections on myself. So that way, people that are aligned with me, I can calibrate to them. I can get the codes that they're at, and we can just vibe and share the goodness and call in the light and get connected to God and do all of that. And people that might not be there yet, might be still working on their inner self and doing that inner work, or not even doing the inner work because they don't think that it works and they're just stuck in the past and stuck in the loop of the matrix. For those people, then it keeps their energy away from mine. So it doesn't allow it to go into my chakra system, into my energy system, and it allows me to keep my high vibrations, because sometimes, and even sometimes, the crabbiness is not even directed at me. It's just directed at just crabbiness, just overall crabbiness about the workplace, about whatever. I mean, that stuff just happens. And since I am choosing not to bring that into my energy field, I like putting my mirrors around me so that it helps keep me a little separated. And, I've been doing a lot of it for a long time, but I've been doing the mirrors and some other things more recently. It's been only like a month. And one thing that I've noticed, there are actually very few people now that come to me with a lot of their complaints. Or just like in general, and just come complaining. Like, I feel like I am more aligned with people that are looking to their future and calling in the codes that are aligned with joy and abundance and flow, and just calling in gratitude. And so the people that are not aligned with that in the past, I may have had a lot more conversations with, the ones that I noticed sometimes being crabby, like especially when we get changes in the barometric pressure and just when things change with the weather and things like that. I notice it, but I'm noticing it from afar. Like, I am seeing other people like talking to each other and just kind of going around them and doing my own thing. So that is one of the ways that I'm doing that. Anyway, I am really loving this weather. I'm loving the sunshine. So this is why I kind of have the curtains closed. I actually didn't even have my light on in here before I started, because it's so gorgeous in here. I didn't even realize I didn't have a light on until I went to make the video. And then I was like, why is the room so dark when I closed the curtains? Because it was shining on my face and it was making the light funny. And then I was like, oh yeah, we're finally getting to the warm weather. And short sleeves, you guys. I have not worn short sleeves in a long time. I mean, I wear short sleeves a lot, but I almost always have a sweatshirt over the top because I get to be a freeze baby. Oh, sorry. Obviously, that is my cue to recommit and to do some fun stuff. Okay, So if you guys have any questions, again, like yesterday, I told you guys that I am a manifesting generator and I do best in response to questions. So if you guys have any questions, I totally want to hear it. I want those, shoot them off to me, message me, whatever. I want to be able to respond, contemplating, all the fun stuff. All right. I've been rambling for a little while now. I hope you guys had a wonderful night, and I will just talk to you guys soon. Bye.